The Skateboard Watchtower movie review is brought to you by
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Skateboard Watchtower movie review. Skateboard Watchtower movie review, and what are we reviewing today? Shutter Island. Shutter Island. I don't know if you can see that from the shine, but there you go. Shutter Island with an all-star cast, pretty much what you say.
I mean, it's got Ben Kingsley,
DiCaprio.
I've always been a big Ben Kingsley fan. Yeah, big fan of his.
And of course, from Marvel Universe as the Hawk, we have
you know his name. You know his name more than I do.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, yeah. He does an amazing job.
Actually, he did a great job. Man.
Well, that's the thing. I believed him as the Hulk more than any of the others.
So yeah, but he also had me on this one too.
Oh yeah,
because
his
Shutter Island is about this U.S. Marshal meeting his partner, and they go to this island that's in the bay up in Boston,
Massachusetts,
and it's a insane asylum, I guess you would say, or a mental health asylum for the worst criminals, for the criminal minds, and so he has to go and investigate a murder and a missing person.
Yeah,
thing. So,
and I mean, and
it's just one thing after another,
and then if you get up in the middle of this movie and you miss something, it's gone.
You're gone. You have no idea you got to go back and rewatch the whole thing.
It's one of those that you have to sit down and watch all the way through one sitting.
I will say that it is a psychological
thriller,
but it's a psychological beatdown if you don't understand what's going on.
Exactly. And that was what was hard for me the first time.
Once you miss it, you miss any part.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened?
Yeah,
stop it right there. Go back and start over and watch it again, and then you'll understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give the movie away.
Oh no, I don't.
Want to. So, but what I want to do is just work on the aspects of the movie. So we know to me it is a great movie.
I love the atmosphere to the movie. It's got that great, creepy, rainy, foggy.
Well, it's supposed to have
misty.
A hurricane coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And they actually make it look like a hurricane coming through.
But also the atmosphere of the asylum, the atmosphere of it looks like
the lighthouse.
Yeah, I mean it's just.
And
it almost like you sit down and watch that into a darkened room, you can actually feel like you can smell the spray from the rocks.
You feel like you feel like you're in.
Yeah, you feel like you're just.
Yeah, and that's what I had to say about the filmmakers on this. I mean, it was a great movie. Besides messing with your brain at times.
And that's the thing with movies nowadays. I feel like they don't want to mess with your head as much as they used to. And this right here is one of the very rare exceptions, I believe. I mean,
it takes you in, and you get the aspect of, and this is what I do like about it, because you get the aspect of several versions of the people in the movie.
Yeah.
You get the aspect of
Leonardo
DiCaprio's person as that U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
But then you start seeing it from other people's perspective.
And him being very erratic.
Yeah, and that's why I think I actually like it so much, because the writer knew exactly what they were doing when they took this hint.
Yeah.
And then to have the filmmakers come in and play off the writers.
Yeah.
On mindset and concept is.
Oh yeah.
Is extraordinary.
Yes, it is.
As far as a cinematic view, I mean, the things that happen and the timelines.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes it can get confusing, because that's why you have to sit there and watch. But when you're watching it, you can sit there. This kind of can happen, and it's kind of weird.
Well, it reminds me a lot of, I guess, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of those triple header movies from the 60s and 70s, where you'll see somebody's perspective from one way, and then midway through, you'll see it from a different person's perspective. And then in the third act, you're seeing things put together by the end. And so it's...
But here's my thing, because, it's a drama mystery.
Yes, very much so.
It can also be looked at as a tragedy.
Yes, because he lost his wife.
But, like I said, we don't want to give it
away. Sorry, I didn't mean to give it away.
So
spoiler.
Well, yeah, okay. So so my whole thing on it is basically this can be fit in so many categories.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I actually like about it. So I'm going to say, if you haven't seen Shutter Island,
watch it.
You need to watch it, especially if you want to get. But when you sit down, be prepared to stay the whole time and watch it.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going to the theater and seeing it, and I saw part of it, had to go to the bathroom, and I just couldn't hold it. Went to the bathroom, and then I was like
lost for the rest of the time.
Yeah,
till you went back and see it. So, but yeah, my whole thing is that it does blow your mind. It does take you into certain aspects of things. It take you deep inside yourself, and it causes you to think sometimes on your own life. It's one thing that I found out what it did to me. So I'm like, man, I could actually fit myself into that character.
Same here, same with me. I felt like, there are times, I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel like everything's a mystery.
You know what we forgot, though? We forgot to open up with our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsor is...
Game Store More in Marion, North Carolina.
Game Store More, Marion, North Carolina.
Make sure to go by. They'll cut you a deal.
They'll hook you up with the movies. So my whole thing on this whole movie, man, is I actually liked it. There was no political BS into it.
Yeah, there's nothing political. There was nothing this.
It was totally mind blowing. It was good entertainment as well. I like the entertainment.
About the only thing that it has is ethics, as far as medical ethics.
Medical ethics, and how do you get people to go to a certain degree?
Exactly.
So I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, that's all.
Because you have to see what
but like I said, that's about the only thing.
The only thing about it, like I said, I understand where they come from, because in that whole medical field, because sometimes you got to try, especially with today's thing going on with
you have head traumas. Sometimes shock them.
I know what head trauma is like. I've suffered many of them, and I've suffered the major one through a motorcycle wreck. I know what head trauma is like. I know how sometimes it takes certain things to jolt the brain.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they go to one spot, but there is some, what can you say, some old fashioned ways that they deal with things. Like they go in and do the remove part of the brain. The
lobotomy.
And they talk about some of that stuff.
Shock therapy, where they actually send
therapy. But they try this new approach.
And they don't even really do that much anymore. No. I believe that's very extreme cases, and it's much more simple.
Great, movie. Great movie.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to say here, and we're going to say, I'm going to ask, what did you like about it the most? Come on, Nick.
The atmosphere. I like the atmosphere.
You like that cinematographic?
Yeah, the atmosphere, the shots, and things like that. I like how they weren't afraid to get down and dirty with the camera work. They weren't afraid to get down and dirty with the cinematography, the set design. I feel like it's one of those eye candy movies. You can't take your eye off of anything.
That's good because that's my thing. Because in the first opening scenes, where he's on the boat.
Yeah, they're on the boat,
headed to the island, and he's sitting there puking up everything, and you got that stormy.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing that sets this whole movie.
Yeah.
Off and sets it apart.
And also,
storms coming.
And also, you could probably stick this into the film noir saga too, because it takes place right at that era of the 1950s. It's supposed to be around I think it was the 1950s or 40s.
Can't remember exactly.
But at the same time, that's right around that area. Those detective dramas and things like that, where you had that atmosphere.
That's again another genre out there, detective. Detective investigation. Style thing.
I mean,
that's it is, and it's very good. And you had some like I said, some good all-star cast in it. You had, like I said, even to me, the whole setup, every place where they filmed at, it was like it just fit each thing. The prison, where of course they had the fight scene. Where they had to go from one building to the next, and each building was set up. You actually felt it when you got there. This building, this is A building, this is B building, this is C building. Each one as you go has a different thing, and it gets darker as you go, and as you get into it, you find how dark it actually is. Again, the good cinematographics.
I mean, I feel like they used every tool cinematically the right way to create this film, and that's the filmmakers that I love, is to see them use every tool that they can, but also not overdoing it.
And that's good. So, alrighty, so Leonardo
DiCaprio.
I'm just coming off. Sorry, I'm going to apologize. I'm just coming off a TBI headache where I was out all day yesterday with it, and it's one of those blinding headaches, and so I'm still recuperating from that one. But I got back in work this morning, so I just want to say I apologize for that. But Leonardo DiCaprio, well, they got make sure I got it.
Ben Kingsley,
Mark Ruffalo is the three main stars.
And
they are, like I said,
and
they work well together. Everything worked out great. Shutter Island. All right, let's do it. Shutter Island for entertainment purposes, 1 to 5 stars.
I'm gonna give it 4.5, and I'm gonna explain why. All right. You have to sit down and watch the whole movie for one sitting. And a lot of times, it's hard to actually sit down and watch a movie for one sitting. That's the only drawback. Other than that, the movie's fine.
Okay.
I gave it a 4.5. And that's about my only tearaway.
Because I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to give it a 5 just because of that. Because you have to sit and watch it. And because that's what the whole thing is. To get you to understand from point A to point B.
Right.
And I'm going to say that's why I'm going to give it a 5 because that was the reason why.
And
I don't like it. I don't like it, but I understand the whole concept because.
Yes.
So.
Well, it's like watching The Village. I mean, you kind of have to sit down and watch that.
We'll do that one later. So So I got 5 for entertainment. We're not going to worry about truth because we know or history. There's no history.
I mean, it's just whatever.
It's just a movie. So
all right, popcorn 1 to 10.
The popcorn award from 1 to 10 is that this is in our popcorn award based on the whole overall view of everything, the cinematographics, the entertainment. Would you watch it again? All that good stuff. So 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
You're gonna give it a 10.
I'm gonna go that mile to giving it a 10 because when I first saw the movie and then having to watch it again and sit through that, and I mean, I don't have a problem seeing through movies, but I know there are people out there that do. But sitting through it and watching everything, I looked at it first of all from an audience standpoint, and then the second time of watching it all the way through, I looked at it through a cinematic standpoint of somebody who
Being
is
a
a
filmmaker,
at being a filmmaker, I like to see the way things are done. And I saw really and truthfully somebody that really enjoyed making this movie. Because I can tell, you can tell with certain films when either a director is going through a lot of stress and a lot of problems making a movie, but at the same time they're enjoying it, and it's a challenge.
especially to the editor, man.
Yeah, and my hat's
the
off to the
editor's
editor for this.
yeah,
But
for this.
like I said, I give it a 10 because they used every tool, they used every piece of cinema. I mean,
Boom, bingo, perfect, man. I mean, that's why I'm giving it a. I give it 10 as well, because that was the one thing that if you can keep my interest
yeah,
in the movie,
yeah,
keep
yeah.
me awake
yeah.
in the movie, you got me. And like I said, one thing that you don't want to do is or one thing that you need to do before you go watch it, is go to the bathroom, take your little wee break,
Make your popcorn, make your
popcorn, your drink, have your whole thing set out for just. And because when you're just watching,
Because you're going to be sit there on that
sit there and
couch.
shove it to your plate. That way you can watch it. So that's what I want to say. But
yeah.
it is that.
Prep yourself.
It's that good, but you're going to have to prepare yourself to watch it. So, all right, with that, for myself, for my co-host right here, Mr. Whatever, okay, Mr. Godzilla, and want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Game Store and More, Marion, North Carolina. Alrighty, love, peace, and chicken grease. We're out of here.